This is an intro. Who needs an intro? I don't need an intro. This is just a vape show. It's just a vape show. Vape show. This is an intro. Who needs an intro? I don't need an intro. This is just a vape show. It's just a vape show. Vape show.
YouTube, what is up? I'm your homeboy Josh, back at you with a review of the Cortex. Yeah, I've been kind of putting off this review a bit. I've had this a good long while. And, well, I don't like it very much. Well, I don't want to spoil this. So, come on in here. Let's take a look at it. Come on. Well, Innokin has come out with a temp control device called the Cortex. And here it is. I am not the biggest fan of it. I'm just going to get that out of the way right now. I don't like it very much. So front and center on the box, you see Cortex TC, TC for temp control. It does a great job of regulating nickel, titanium, and it also fires in regular wattage mode as well for Kanthal and all your other metals. It says temperature control vaping system, and it comes with an iSub S tank as well. You get a full user manual to show you all the functions of the device. You also get a really nice quick start guide just to get you rolling. And on the opposite side of this quick start guide, you get an important warning about temperature controls and the compatible coils to use. I like that Innokin includes this. It's very important with a temperature control device only to use temperature control capable coils. Use nickel, use titanium in temperature control mode, but do not use those in wattage mode. It's very, very important not to use nickel or titanium in wattage mode. They can be hazardous to your health if done so. This little separator in the box, and behind that level you get a ton of extras. You get your extra charging cable, you get your manual, some stickers, you get your extra coils. And I love all the coils that this device comes with, that this tank comes with. It comes with not just, the regular, nickel coil for the temp control, but you also get, a Clapton coil, and you get a horizontal coil as well. So you can really play around with the tank, play around with the mod, and enjoy all the functions right out of the box. You don't have to buy all the extra coils that you can put in here right off the rip. I like that it gives you that variety to test out. It's really cool. So let's take a look at the mod. Let's talk about the box. I don't like it. I don't like the box. I don't like the material that they use. It feels like a chalkboard. Okay, that's where things start to go wrong here. Okay, I'm not a big fan of this device. I'm just going to say that right now. I don't like it. Okay, basically, it feels chalky. It feels like a chalkboard when you touch it. Okay, like I feel like I could have some chalk right here in my hands and I can just write on it. I don't like this device, and it would work just like a chalkboard. I mean, I don't like chalkboards. It's this weird childhood thing, I guess. I just never liked school very much. Weird, because I originally studied to be an English teacher. I'm not, FYI. But I hate chalkboards. I hate them. It goes back to that Freddy Krueger kind of thing. You just grate your nails across a chalkboard and it just screeches. I mean, yeah. Touching this box makes my skin crawl, okay? I handed it to the wife, Waffles. She had the same reaction. She was like, I don't even want to touch it. Take it away from me. It doesn't feel good in the hands, okay? It's given this kind of matte sort of finish that just makes it feel uncomfortable. I mean, it should be very comfortable. If it were rubberized, it would be great. I'd love it if it were rubberized. That would be really nice, okay? Don't like the way that this feels. It literally makes my skin crawl to touch it just because it's made of that chalkboard kind of material. I don't like it at all. Turning the box on is 3 clicks, and wait! It's just white. Innokin, it's supposed to be red, yellow, green. What is this? This isn't like anything else that you guys have ever put out before. I miss that red, yellow, green. I mean, I'm used to that in an Innokin product. Innokin products, when you turn them on, they fire red, yellow, green. It's 3 clicks to turn them on. It's red, yellow, green. Every Innokin product I've ever had does that. It's just one of those trademarks from Innokin, and I wonder why they departed from it here. I mean, it's a little thing. It is, but it's It's part of that Innokin branding that I love. And it's just, you know, something about an Innokin product. This doesn't feel like an Innokin product to me. It feels like something else. It feels like maybe Innokin's trying to change up the game, do something different, and they did. They made it so different that they put the buttons on the bottom of the device. The wattage up and down buttons are on the bottom of the device. The display is on the bottom of the device. Innokin, what were you thinking? To adjust the wattage and the change modes in this device, I need to look up at this thing. I need to hold it like this and click buttons like that. It doesn't make any sense. Nothing about it makes sense to me, okay? The display, if I want to read the display, I need to cock the device this way. If I'm using an RDA on here, the thing's going to, you know, leak like a sieve. It doesn't make sense to do that, you know? And, you know, the buttons on the bottom, it's not easy to adjust this way. It's not easy to get to them. If I'm using a temp control device, if I'm using a variable wattage device, yeah, I'm going to eventually find a temperature or wattage that I like and stick to it, most likely. But before I find that, I'm going to want to play with it. I'm going to want to find that level of vapor, that level of flavor, and the only way I'm going to be able to do that is by adjusting these buttons and having to sort of cock the device like this so I'm looking up at it to do that. It just doesn't make sense. It's not ergonomic. It's not, I mean, it's pointless. I don't like that design. Nothing about the design of this box do I have any affection for. The bottom and the top, they're not glass, they are plastic. It makes the box feel kind of cheap to do that. I kind of wish that they used glass for those windows. I think that that would have worked better. I wish that the box was made of a different material. I wish that the display wasn't on the bottom. Aside from that, I like the box. There's not a whole lot to like here, but I like the menu system. It's easy to hold down these buttons and to hold down the power button to change the menus. I mean, overall, I like the menu system. I just wish it wasn't on the bottom of the mod. Holding down both the buttons together, it pulls up a puff counter briefly, which I couldn't care less about. I don't care about a puff counter, but keeping them held in for 3 seconds will bring up a menu where you can switch between wattage mode, titanium mode, and nickel mode. And you hit the fire button to get out of that. I mean, the menu system is fine. I like the way the menu system works. I find the mod to be very accurate and the temperature readings that it's providing. I like that it has, the dry hit protection and prevention and all that. I love that. Don't get me wrong. I think Innokin did a great job choosing the chip here. The chip that they're using is top notch, okay? The tank that comes with it, the tank is a great tank, accommodating all these different kinds of coils. I'm going to do a separate video comparing all the iSub tanks together. I think it's going to be a great little video later, so we're not going to go into too much detail on the tank, but I love that the iSub tank that it comes with all these different coils that you can use and try, and it makes it a really great device to play around with and find what you like. I mean, it's great for a beginner. It's great for someone that wants to get into temp control in what it comes with and the feature set it provides. That's the good, okay? The bad is the mod itself. The way that it feels in the hand there's no redeeming quality to it. You couldn't pay me to use this mod any longer. I hate the way that it feels in the hand. Loathe it. I hate it very, very much. The menu system would be great if it were accessible without me having to cock the device at a particular angle so I could see what I'm doing. That would be wonderful. But the way that it's designed, it's not easy for me to do that. I have to, I don't like having to move my device a particular way so I can, adjust menus and settings. It does not make sense. So, I mean, I'll see you guys up topside. We'll vape on it a bit more. We'll talk on it. Oh, God. Oh, I'm touching it. I'm touching it. Oh man. Wow. It gets worse. You think that you get used to it. Oh my God, but no, you don't. You don't get used to the way this thing feels. Ever. Clicks on. Okay. I'm not reviewing the tank today. I'm just talking about the mod. So I've got my aeronaut sitting on top while we talk about the mod. Oh God, it's in the wrong mode. It's in nickel mode right now. Okay. So I'm getting to wattage. I hit the fire button. All right, so it's at 80 watts. It's a 0.3 ohm build. I mean, the mod works fine, okay? It just makes me very uncomfortable holding it. Like my fingers, it just doesn't feel right, you know? And I thought maybe it was just a black one that felt that way. I really did. I thought maybe it was just a black one. And then they sent me the silver finish one. Same thing. Same thing. Feels just the same way. Just as weird. Just as weird. Just as weird. No. Every time I pick it up, I forget what it feels like, and then I remember, and it's just so terrible. Like it. Yeah, it's the finish on it. That's what really irks me. It's just like a chalkboard, okay? If you don't mind that, yeah, great. It's a great mod if you like that. If you like that kind of chalk dusty kind of chalkboard feel. No, 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 no. And the screen on the bottom, I don't know, maybe some people like that kind of thing. I think it's silly. I mean, you saw me when I was trying to get it into the right mode. It just, no. No, no. Don't like it. I really wanted to like this thing. I really, really did, because I love Innokin products. I do. And I kept hoping that I'd acquire the taste for it. You know, I'd get used to the way that this thing feels. But every time I put it down and I pick it back up, it's just terrible. Every single time. It makes my skin crawl. I'm no joke. Like if my nail touches this, instant goosebumps. Instant goosebumps right now. Goosebumps all up and down my arm. No, okay? Just no. No. This mod is just, the way it feels, terrible. It's very ergonomic, feels great in the hand. The shape is fantastic. But, yeah, I mean, the curved corners, they're excellent. Excellent curved corners. And the size is wonderful. The weight feels nice. Vape's fantastic. Vape's great. You know, the wattage is accurate, temperature is accurate, in my eyes anyway. And, you know, the tank it comes with, I'm not reviewing the tank today, but the tank is very good. Okay? It's a very good tank. And I like all the little coils that you can put in here and the different styles of coils. That's all great. Okay? This mod, you know, it had potential. You know, but the problem is I don't want to use it. I don't want to touch it. It just feels funky in the hands. I mean, it just doesn't feel like an Innokin product to me. It really doesn't. This, you know, it's not in the same vein as anything else they've ever come out with. You know, the feel of it, the looks of it. It doesn't look like an Innokin product. Doesn't feel like an Innokin product. It doesn't feel like that quality that, you know, I expect from Innokin. Innokin makes amazing products. You saw in my Endora video. You know, I showed you my whole Innokin collection. I showed you my MVP2s. I showed you my iTaste 3.0. I showed you my VTR. I love Innokin products. Innokin makes amazing products. Amazing products. The Cortex just isn't one of them. Just isn't. Anyway. Till next time, I'm your homeboy Josh. Vape on, vapors.